All right, we are. Oh no. Hold on again. All right, we are live. Our first live. I am Yolanda the Great,
It's me, JB.
JB. So we're gonna wait a couple minutes, let a few people come in the room. Welcome to my new channel. I'm super excited.
Me too. But you gotta
You
tell me
excited?
when we doing your intro, yeah, because you always be like, oh, da da da, yeah, hey, I'm Yolanda. I'm like, wait, what? And then you be
So,
looking, and you stop talking.
so
I'm like, wait, what happened?
let me make sure. Hold on. Let me make sure I don't have no echo. Edit mic setting. Let's do it again. Reduce mic noise. Here we go. Okay. Let's
Oh,
see. How do I sound? Does it sound better?
you sound fine. You
Hey,
do,
Dion. Do okay, Dion. I'm happy you came
yeah.
in. Do I sound like I have an echo, or do I sound low? Put in the chat before we even start this party. Let me know how I sound, Dion.
40.
Oh, I sound good, Dion.
Smart talking.
Wait, wait, wait. Do I sound good, or is it JB? Wait, wait, wait. Do I sound? You
Sorry.
got a window open.
No, I was opening my other tablet so I could look at the chat.
Okay, great. So we both sound good. Okay, perfect, 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 perfect.
Hey, Dion. What up? What up, though?
What's good? What's good? What's good, everybody? Okay, so we're going to go over the trending topics that happened this week. We're going to have conversations. And towards the end, if anybody wants to hit the link to voice their own opinions, this is what this channel is about. This is a safe space for people to say how they truly feel. I encourage people. I don't know what that beeping noise is. Could you silence that,
Stop
Jay?
it. I'm trying to.
All right. So if you guys, want to, if you feel comfortable enough to come up to join the panel to voice your opinions, I love a debate. Um, I love a good healthy dialogue between, a group of people. Um, like I said, it's a safe space, and you can say whatever you want, and I will respect that to the fullest. I will respect all opinions. All opinions are respected over here. Good. How are you, Dion? So, what do you think about maybe coming up and discussing some topics because you've been getting into a little bit of celebrity tea over there? You're more than welcome to come up. Don't be shy.
Give me a second. I'm silencing my notifications.
Got you. But I know, and there's a reason for that because I'm not used to sharing my screen with split screens. It's best when you share your screens and you have a dual screen, one on the left, one on the right. I'm working just off my laptop. So what I wanted to do is like share from my laptop. So I had no choice. So I put two of myself up here. So the one on the left will be the one in which I'm sharing a screen. If I'm able to do it. If not, it's all good. We still won't talk about it. But our first topic is I want to dive into Tamar Braxton and the Funky Dineva situation. Um, I think that Funky Dineva stayed quiet for a while, a good while, until he couldn't anymore. I think once they start accusing Funky Dineva of doing things to Tamar, Tamar had an obligation as a friend to say something to clear his name, and she didn't do it. Do I believe that Tamar is doing this as a publicity stunt? Absolutely. Yeah, I do. I believe it.
You
What do
think
you
so?
think? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Did you see her speech that she gave and how she paid for Funky Dineva's party? And it's like when you're friends with someone, you don't have to tell what you did. And
Mm.
just because you paid for his party, does that mean he's supposed to, um, just take anything from you? No. Mm-mm. She
No.
should have right away cleared his name.
Well, I don't think she should right away clear his name because nobody knew what happened. Nobody nobody knew like if it was real, all this other stuff. So everybody was trying to like figure out, all right, so what's going on? What's really happening? The only thing that started happening is everybody started forming narratives because people said, well, these people was together. She was with him before this happened. She got home, and then now he left her whatever, but they didn't listen to what he actually said. What he said when he explained what happened, I don't know what happened to the lady. The reason they assume stuff because he said this lady, he kept saying this lady. I don't know what happened to the lady. The lady called me, asked me for Dr. Heavenly number. The lady said she had teeth missing. The lady said this and the lady. So he was very impersonal with it. And it makes people think, did y'all have a disagreement? Did y'all have a fight? You know what I'm saying? And then people like Bondi Blue was saying, black women online tend to have a thing against black gay men. So they formed the narrative like, did you hit her? Because y'all know how y'all do. And she never said what happened. She let the narrative go on and on and on and on. And so that at that point, a couple of few days later, when people start talking, that's when I'll be like, no, he had nothing to do with it. Y'all didn't listen to him when he said that he got his car in the garage because all our cars were at the same place and everybody went to their separate places. That's what I'm saying. So
Okay,
I don't know.
I'm gonna read.
But
Okay, really quick. Please. Let me just shout out a couple people that came in here. I'm so super excited you guys are here. My sis is in the day on build. Hold on. Let me clear my thing. Okay. My sis Empress is in the building. My sis Meet Cruz, Tenny Key. My sis is in the building. My boo EJ is in the building. And Dion is always in the building. I'm just saying is in the building. I really appreciate you guys showing up for me. I do. I really do. Like I'm ready to cry. I'm so
what up,
happy. Yes.
y'all? Are you about to cry?
Yes.
You being emotional like Tamar now. Stop that shit. What is you doing?
I knew
Crying. Get
the
out of here.
I knew Sharon is here. I love y'all.
Oh my God, Sharon! You know what I'm
I
saying?
love no, I'm super excited. But here's the thing with Tamar. Her little speech that she gave, now she's saying that she's not releasing the album and she's just going to go away.
I saw that. I just saw that actually. Cause you know I
Right.
don't follow celebrity stuff, but I just saw that and I was like,
Another
ah.
thing, she said, listen, she said, this is what was crazy to me. She literally said that she was alone and scared. So just like Kempire said, so you run to the internet,
Everybody said that.
right? It makes no sense. I believe that she should have cleared her friend ASAP. She
There
didn't
was
have to
nothing to
tell.
clear as ASAP. That's what I'm saying. It didn't happen until a couple of days later when people started creating narratives. So,
Melanate is here too. Hey,
what up,
but
y'all?
but here's the thing.
EJ. What up, EJ? Go ahead.
When the rumors started flying, she said nothing.
Yeah, that's the point. You know, a day or two later, when people started putting stories together, when they said, "Oh, we saw the video," you was with Funky and all sorts of stuff. It wasn't the other guy who owned the restaurant. They automatically went to Funky because they already want to have. And this is the issue. Funky knows that people want to have an issue with him, and people don't like him, and they want him to fuck up. So, and like I said, the other issue with black women and black gay men, um, if you want to face it, whether you want to face it or not, there's an issue. So therefore, he already knows that people have this disposition to like not like him or want him to be a bad person. So after that starts to happen, yes, you should clear it up because you should also know that this is what and how people feel about him and what they would think anyway. So once they started connecting him to the story, you should automatically came out and been like, he ain't had shit to do with this.
I agree. I agree.
But
I
at
tr-
first, she was just
mhm.
trying to tell the story, or she was just trying to create a moment and get attention. And then when it went too far, and then they started trying to figure out who was with her and who was responsible. That's when you say, "Hey, I don't know who's responsible, or I was alone. This person ain't had nothing to do with. We was partying, and everybody went home, and that's it. You didn't even have to say much."
Right. Now see, you see that I just shared the screen and it's not coming up. Funky Dineva's not coming up.
Take yourself down and do it again. Take the laptop one down. Take
Okay,
it off the
let's
stage. Remove from the stage.
let me do this. Hold on. Okay.
See, Empress says it. Funky is a bad person. He is a horrible person.
Why do
Uh,
you he
even
can be a
so,
whore? Yeah.
even
Okay.
yeah, no, I was just gonna say, even if that's true, and you feel that he had nothing to do with this situation. Go ahead. What you was gonna say?
That's what I was gonna say. He's not a nice guy. However, I don't feel like he was wrong in this situation at all. I think he had all rights to snap. She played too many games.
And it was worse because he did not want to be there at that party. Even though it was for him or whatever, it still had all her name on it and all her stuff. And he was in sweats, and you could see his face. He was forcing it. He was like, "Okay, my friend want to do this. We doing this," and so it makes it look real bad. People will create the narrative and be like, "Yeah, see, he didn't even want to be there. He wasn't feeling it." And they probably had an argument, and she probably was like, "Why you was looking like that?" And blah blah blah. They probably had an argument. He probably hit her, and she probably fell. Or da da. People will create that whole narrative just because they don't like him. And that was her responsibility to clear that up after they started connecting those dots, those invisible dots.
Facts on top of facts. And then now they have this rumor out that she's dealing with Mandisi,
Mm,
Yandy's husband. Everybody knows how Yandy is. That I don't believe. I don't.
nah, we not gonna do that, Empress. Tamar, that I almost call her B. That heifer, please. That
Wait,
heifer do some crazy stuff to people. I've seen her emotionally play in people's face. I've seen her take people through. They all do crazy ish. She like he said it in one of his little things when I was researching to do this because I don't follow the celebrity stuff, but he said it. He said we both emotionally unstable. He was like, stop playing with me. You want to get all crazy and all this other stuff. I'm just as emotionally unstable as you.
okay, so let me ask you this, Empress. You said that Funky has done some snake moves to Tamar. Are you saying just recently or in the past? Because I've never heard of him.
I haven't either, but I assume probably because he does a lot of stuff. They all do.
Yeah. For me, I really do believe that Tamar is way too talented to be doing the things that she's doing for attention. Now this is playing into her mental health. It's time for her to take a break and be serious about this break
I was
and
about
get
to
the help
say
she needs.
she always needs to take a break. She been needed to take a break. She just don't take breaks.
And that's the part where she needs to buckle down and get serious, because this is they're like literally on her butt and they're trying to cancel Tamar.
Can't nobody cancel nobody. Cancel culture is a myth. It's not
Okay.
real. It can't happen.
Where's the baby? Yeah,
He's still
yeah, yeah.
still
Back
around.
in the mail, gone. No, he ain't on like he used to be.
He canceled himself. Cancel culture. Can't nobody really cancel nobody.
Okay, them ticket sales at his last concert, he was giving 2 for 1.
My thing is cancel culture. The way it's explained is not really powerful. Is if you offend somebody, of course they ain't gonna fuck with you. That's not cancel culture. That's respect.
Yeah, I agree. I
So
agree.
cancel culture is a myth. There's the fact that we think we can just say cancel them and then we can just take down people and burn down everything they got. Yeah, it's a myth. It's not real. And they all they
Well,
gonna do is hibernate for a little bit and come back and then they'll be stronger than ever. Like
I don't believe that.
we don't
Look at
stick to shit.
Escape, Latasha.
What about her? She keeps offending the thing. They kicked out the group. That ain't cancel culture. She canceled herself out of the
She
group. She said, I don't want to be a part of the group.
But here's the thing, when they found out that she stole that money off her sister, her gospel album went nowhere. She's done.
Her gospel album wasn't gonna go nowhere anyway. The gospel industry is declining anyway. Now they're actually debating in the gospel industry whether gospel industry is the gospel industry anymore. They're saying that the gospel industry or gospel music, traditional gospel music and new gospel music, it doesn't really sell like it used to anyway. They are on contemporary Christian.
Okay, well, let's talk about this. Okay, so let's say that's true. Where's she going? What's she doing?
Ain't nobody cancel her. Wasn't nobody checking for her in the first place.
Okay. Well, I see that Escape is doing very well. They on tour every
Escape.
time you turn.
They checking for Escape now. She stayed her ass in Escape, thinking and not thinking she was better than or bigger than Escape. How the hell you gonna think you bigger than Escape? And Candy didn't think she was bigger than Escape. Candy did Mass Singer, Housewives, The Shy, Hopscotch, and Jump Rope. She had 12 babies. I mean, she did all that shit and still went on tour and did the reality series just to be loyal to her group. So how you think you gonna be bigger than Escape? And Candy said she wasn't bigger than Escape. Get the fuck and go sit down somewhere.
Facts. Okay, so it's a myth. You get canceled, you do it yourself.
You do it yourself. It's respect. It's not cancel.
Okay. Okay. Now, our next topic, I couldn't wait to talk about this one. Little Nas X. Let's get into it, baby.
Why you couldn't wait to talk about this? You wanted to see him naked?
Because no, I didn't even see that part of the
Let
video.
me find out you a little young
I
gamer
do
now.
not like Montero. I think that he was doomed from the start.
I mean, he
I
was.
never liked him.
Well, I think he was doomed from the start just because of the society we live in. He, yeah. Go ahead, but why was you excited to talk about this?
Because when he first hit the scenes, he was a very humble guy. And I'm going to say Holly Weird. It gets
Hold on one
crazy.
second. Hold on one second. Somebody
Okay.
asked, is Candy Restaurant still open in the A? Yes, but one of them, I'm not sure if it's still open. Was it Blaze? Because and it wasn't because of a health thing or anything like that. Her and the landlord have a dispute going on. So I'm not sure if it's open at the moment, but yes, they are open.
Okay.
Damn it! But go ahead.
I
I'm sorry.
I just think that he was a very humble guy. He got it out the mud.
Mm,
And then all of a sudden, Boom. You know what I mean? Hollywood. Hollywood, whatever you want to call it. I knew he was doomed from the start when he was just flat out one day he was just a humble guy and then boom, he was just flamboyant.
He was always flamboyant, and that was the issue. And he
You
knew
think
he
he
had
was hiding it?
I mean, he had to. I said that a long time ago. I said, yo, had I entered the industry the way I wanted to as a singer, not the acting part. The acting part is different. But as a singer, I said I would do like one good album, one tour, and I would come out. And I wouldn't care whether or not I sold again because I probably wouldn't. And it would have been more true back then than it is now. Like it's more accepted, but not by like what 10%. Like you see what happened with him. Everything he did was scrutinized, and that. Oh, he giving Satan lap dance, and he gay. Oh, he dark skinned and he gay. Oh, he flamboyant and he gay, but he gay. So I
But
mean, that's how they
listen,
do.
I don't listen. For myself, look at Frank Ocean. I think he paved the way for
Nah,
Montero. Yes, I
no,
do. Yes, he did.
no. It's a difference. Frank Ocean came out as bi, and you never saw him like really be out there and put it in people's face. That's what you have to do. You can say it,
But
but you
that's
got
what I'm saying. Why did he feel the need that he had to do that?
because he felt like he wanted to be him. He wanted to play the angle. He knew what he was gonna do, and
I don't think that's him. I don't
he
think that's
knew he
him.
couldn't hide his flamboyancy. That's the thing.
No,
He
I
had
think that
to be
listen,
popular. Ain't nobody gonna ignore the fact that this dude is a Jay setting like real flamboyant like out there dude.
I
It
think
was
he
gonna come out eventually.
I think he did it to sell more records.
Nah,
Yeah, I do. What do
I
you
don't.
guys think?
In rap,
No,
come on.
he's not even considered a rapper.
But he was doing rap. He wasn't
It's not
even
just
really
rapping.
considered pop.
He
Nah.
crossed over to country music as well.
Yeah, but that was a remix. He was rap. He did not come out as gay and flamboyant to sell more records and rap. Stop it.
I didn't see he's not a rapper. He's not considered a rapper. He's a pop artist.
He was a rapper.
Once you cross over like that,
No,
you're
that was a remix.
that's his first hit. That was his
That was
first
a
song.
remix. No, his first. He was
What's his first
his
hit?
his song by himself, and then he had the remix with Billy Ray Cyrus.
But that's what I'm saying. Okay, he had his song by himself. What did he have to do to make that song go big? He had to
Well,
cross over and bring it to
uh-uh.
country and do a
No,
remix.
no,
That
no,
record
no.
didn't.
Hold up. Billy Ray
Come on.
Cyrus ain't gonna agree to do a song unless it's big already. You ain't gonna get them to be able to sign an artist like that on a remix for somebody
Okay,
new out the blue unless it's already big.
let's
Or
do the numbers. We could look it up right now. Let's check the numbers. Before Billy Ray Cyrus got on that song, I did not know it.
yeah, and
Right. Again, once he got and the
so
people give people
so you're
features.
saying you're the litmus test. Or you're
Now,
the
a lot of people didn't know the song before Billy Ray got on it. Let's be real.
how you think he got Billy Ray because he didn't get a record deal until after the song was big.
Listen, let me say this. A lot of people get featured. If that artist listens, and he was,
Nobody
listen,
getting
hold
Billy
on,
Ray
let's go back.
Cyrus.
Yes, they can. Yes, they can. Let me tell you how, and let me just
So
relax.
you saying I could go get a song and I could go say, hey, Billy Ray Cyrus, hop on this. I'm gonna
He
tell
didn't
you.
wait. Listen, he didn't have to say that. There's a lot of people out there. They get out there and they're so super famous for a trendy TikTok song. Next thing
Okay,
you know, wait,
so
let's stop. Let me finish my thought. This is the deal. They do a TikTok trend, they get their song out there. The next thing you know, Chris Brown does this all the time. Oh, I love this little TikTok trend. Let me hop on the track.
you just
Wait, let's go
you
back.
proved your point.
No, I didn't because
You A TikTok trend is a hot like a TikTok trend can get you $1 million. So therefore,
Yeah.
it was a hot song, but the TikTok trend didn't come until after Billy Ray Cyrus. His song was already a hit, or they already
No,
had
it
planned.
wasn't.
Hold on, or they already had planned all this other stuff and Billy Ray Cyrus and all the other stuff. But the thing is, they had to think that the song was going to hit to
That's
get
your
Billy Ray
thoughts.
Cyrus.
No. How did you know
Billy,
Billy Ray didn't pick him? This is
he
what I'm
probably
saying.
did. He probably did because this song was hot. That's what I'm telling you. It was the song.
You see what Meek said? I'm going to put that on the stage.
What Meek said?
No, it wasn't.
No, what wasn't?
The song was not a hit before Billy. He
Well,
don't
it had to
listen
be
to rap,
popular. It
and
had
it
to be
wasn't on the rap
popular.
chart.
I didn't say it was on Rap Chart. I said it was a popular song. It had to be popular to get Billy Ray Cyrus on a song, or it had to have great potential.
No,
They had to crunch the numbers to get Billy Ray Cyrus on that song.
that's not true. They do it all the time.
No, they don't.
Like I said, when you said to get Billy Ray Cyrus, Billy Ray Cyrus might have looked for him. Who knows? He might have said, "I like this. I could take it somewhere." Artists do that stuff all the time.
Yes, if they think the song is hot and has potential,
Okay.
that's what I'm saying. It was the song. That was my whole point. You just proved my point. That was my whole point from the beginning. I said it was the song. The
But you said
song.
that song did what the song
I
was
said
not
the
a
song
hit.
was hot. I didn't say the song was a hit. I said the song was hot.
It wasn't
And
even hot. It wasn't even lukewarm until Billy got
it
on it.
had to be hot if somebody sorted out and was like, "Yo, this shit gonna bang. I'm gonna get on."
No,
You just said that.
this is what I'm saying. Listen, that's not
Oh
what I
shit.
said. What
You just
I'm saying
said Billy
is
Ray.
that song was not hot until he got on it.
It wasn't
But
hot to you, but obviously it was hot to Billy Ray Cyrus to jump on it.
right, which that's what I'm
The song
saying.
was hot. They
To
know the
him,
industry better than
to
you
Billy,
do,
to Billy, to
and
Billy,
I do,
to Billy, it was hot.
into the industry because they would have never signed off on it unless they knew that it had the potential to go where it did. So therefore, it was the song.
That's not true. I just went over this and I was going to bring this up. That's just like Jay-Z signed off on Cardi B's Imaginary Players. It was a flop.
Now you're going into something
However,
I don't know about
listen,
and don't tell me because I
however,
didn't research that.
but listen, however, it was a hit for Jay-Z. You want to know why? Because his streams went up over 30% on that old ass song. His original song, the streams hit the roof.
What that
So
got to
don't
do
tell
with?
me that they
What
do it
that got
because
to do with
it got a
this?
lot. They don't listen. It was a win for Jay-Z, whether the song flopped or not. Jay-Z's been in this game for a long time. He know what is a hit and what is not.
So does Billy Ray Cyrus, and that's why he chose the song. Again, my
That's
point
not
is,
that's
it
not
was the
true. Because
song. It was
again,
the song.
listen, I'm gonna say this again. Listen, gang, listen out there.
And you just proved
Jay-Z.
that with the Jay Z reference
No,
because
I
you said,
didn't. Listen, this you're not listening, Jay.
I am
Listen.
listening.
I'm
You're
gonna
not
read.
listening.
Listen. Wait. Let me get my thought out. God damn, bro, you're being aggressive. Listen, Jay-Z signed off for Cardi B to remix that song.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the song was a flop. It
Mm-hmm.
went nowhere. Okay, everybody was like, "Why the hell did Jay-Z sign off on that?" It was horrible. He's respected. He's a hit maker. He's a beast. He's a mogul.
Mm-hmm.
Again, it was a flop for Cardi B, but it was a win for Jay-Z because
Okay.
his original song was streamed. So he made money. Not, yes, that's it. That's all I'm saying. Just because,
Cause listen, no, that's not a great good example
yes,
because
it
one, it
is.
proves my point because Jay Z still won because he's a popular one, but
You hear this dude,
it
y'all?
doesn't have anything to do with this example because Jay Z wasn't on the song. He just signed off on it. Billy Ray Cyrus was actually on the song.
Okay, listen, I'm just saying I'm gonna have to agree to disagree. That whole album did good. So this is she said, okay, I'm just saying that the original song didn't do well for Jay. Cardi B brought attention to it.
See, somebody differs.
And
I don't
here's
know
the
about.
thing. Wait.
Yeah.
And that's
No,
another
I'm
thing
saying,
too.
yeah.
That's another thing too, because Jay-Z is not even the originator, and I gotta give it up to Jaguar Wright. So I'm wondering if it was made by oh god, I can't even think of their names right now off the top of my head. The original song. Somebody put it in there. That song is a very old song from the 70s, the late 70s, 80s. Hold on. It's a lady and a guy. Come on, guys, help me think of it.
I can't tell you. Wait, somebody
Yes, you
said
do.
something.
You know it. I'm gonna look it up real
I don't
quick.
even know what song we talking about, honestly. Yeah, you know I'm not a hip hop.
Imaginary players. I can't see.
Somebody said Cardi.
Imagine that.
See, they disagree with you. Somebody said Cardi did bring it back, and somebody said it was the song. I keep saying it's the song.
But this is what I'm saying. Okay, the song, Cardi brought the attention and made people want to hear the original. At the end of the day, it was a flop for Cardi. Her record sales was horrible, but it was a hit for Jay-Z because they went back and streamed his original songs, which means that he made money on top of money while fucking Cardi lost money.
But he wasn't on the song. Had he been on the song, she probably would have did better. But Billy Ray Cyrus was on the song
Oh,
on
God.
Pharaoh.
Anyway, at the end of the day, they take a chance. There's been many remixes and stuff that Chris Brown that went on and that made a flop. It
Let
wasn't
me
all
ask
of
you a
that.
question. Let me ask you a question.
Hmm.
When you gamble or when you take a chance, right?
Look at
Do
me.
you do you gamble or take a chance on something that you think is gonna hit, or you just be like,
Jay
I'm gonna
Z's
take. Go ahead.
and Jay Z's. It's all about a dollar. People like, oh, he trying to go at Nicki Minaj. No, he all about a dollar. He knew when he heard that garbage, and I like the song. Actually, I love Cardi B. I don't care if she sang the ABCs. I would buy her shit. That's just how much I like Cardi. But for the world, it was a flop. Jay-Z heard that shit. He heard her mispronouncing words. He heard her cadence being thrown off, and he still signed off on it
Mm.
because he knew he was going to get a check in the end. And he got paid by Cardi, and he got paid off of his original songs in those streams. Is
Okay.
what I'm saying.
To get back to our original point, because I ain't got nothing to do with shit.
Imagine that.
I
Yes, it
don't
does.
think he.
But
I
anyway,
don't
let's
think he.
go
I
back.
don't think he
Let's
came
go back.
out like he did because if he wanted to sell more stuff. Because I don't think that he thought, yes, me being this dark skinned black dude, black gay flamboyant boy in rap, country, or anything else,
He did too
entertainment,
much.
entertainment was gonna sell more. That
He did
yeah,
too much. He
that
was trying
didn't.
to stand out. Them clothes. He just was doing too much. Anyway, long story short, okay. Now he's on substance allegedly. I gotta remember, guys, to say
I don't think.
allegedly.
I don't think that his lawyer denied that he was on anything. His
Yeah.
lawyer denied that he was taken to the hospital. So
So anyway, he has to do a program, and I'm just hoping that he takes this program serious and that he's not just doing this to get out of trouble, which is making me believe. Let me tell you guys this. Remember, not too long ago, he was in the news for Bell palsy. I suffer and I struggle with Bell palsy. That is a virus that attacks your nervous system. And if you don't catch it and get on medication, it will permanently damage your nerves in your face. So the right side of my face is damaged behind that. Now, for me, it's frequent for people to use cocaine, and it's frequent directly after childbirth. I had my daughter December 24th. I woke up and I thought I had a stroke. It was the day before New Year's Eve, so it was December 29th. And I thought that I burnt my tongue on some hot coffee. That was the virus attacking. So when he said he had Bell palsy, I'm not going to lie, gang, I knew then that Montero was doing something that he had no business doing.
Mm.
So I just want to say he's been messing around and doing stuff for a while and living on the edge for a while. I was
Yeah.
kind of shocked and surprised that he announced to the world that he had Bell palsy. Because I'm like, the two leading causes is drugs, childbirth. Those are at the top of the list. Okay.
Whenever I've seen him, he always looked out of it. But I also knew that they had gotten to him, because I don't want to go into all the conspiracy shit and all that,
Yeah.
Hollywood weird, all that. But I knew they had gotten to him when he just started wilding out and going straight and spiraling, and then all that stress and being so young, and
Mm-hmm.
and like always traveling around, like he going around the world like I Show Speed, the streamer. He's on a 35-day tour, just on a bus, 24 hours a day streaming. Um, and it's like they put their bodies and stuff through so much, and they have to always be on and performing and stuff. And he's sick right now. But it's like I knew he was doing something to keep himself like wired in the moment.
Mm-hmm.
And then and I felt like at one point they got to him so bad, especially after he came out and did all that other stuff, and then all the backlash from the sneakers and the video, and then he kept doing stuff to push it, and push it more. I knew it was like, yeah, it was only a matter of time before we'll see some crazy shit and him breaking, like a mental break or something. So
That too, a lot of times when they're going through stuff like that, they self medicate instead of going to go get help,
yeah, absolutely,
you know?
absolutely.
So I'm praying for him. He's so very young. And I'm just hoping that he gets the help that he needs. That's it. That's all.
Yeah, dude, leave the industry.
What you say?
Like, leave the industry. Like I mean, I ain't gonna say that because it's always something, but I feel like he has had enough success and stuff to leave the industry for a while and go chill out and be able to
I
like
agree.
gather himself, because it's just gonna get worse and he's young. Like, people go through this for decades. Look at Shaka Khan. The heifer can't get it together, but whatever.
Who?
Shaka Khan.
What about her?
Her drunk ass. What you mean? What about her?
Mm, I guess, but what's a
She
sip of
can't get
wine?
it together. Ain't no sip of wine when she got. No, come on, stop. We not gonna do that.
Hey, Remy. Now, let's talk about Miss Cardi B. Let's ease our way over there.
Now I
Okay.
don't. I don't know this case, so you gotta explain this to me.
Okay. So, her first pregnancy, she went to an appointment, a private appointment. Security guard tried to record her. They got into a back and forth. The security guard said that Cardi scratched her face, spit on her. Yeah. Cardi says she didn't touch her. There is no footage. She believes that Cardi is working with other people and the videos or footage was destroyed. She's suing Cardi um, for damages, punitive damages, a bunch of stuff, lost wages, so on and so forth. I think
From a
this is
spit
the
and a scratch.
I think this is the dumb. Yeah, but guess what, gang? I love Cardi, but for some reason, I believe she was the aggressor. She has a problem with controlling herself. She has no self control.
When it's up.
For some reason,
We be forever.
yeah, she has a problem, and this is a long history. Do I think that the security guard, as big as she is, looking like a baby D, is she blowing it up? Yeah, I believe she's blowing it up.
But how can you blow up a spit and a scratch?
Um, just by the damages she's asking for, it's extreme.
What is she asking for?
I'm gonna tell you. Hold on, give me 1 second. because it's, I want to say 25,000. Hold on. There's some other damages. No, there's lost wages. It calculates up to, hold on. I don't want to misquote, and I should have had this ready. Hold on. Do I give you the updates? Here we go. Can y'all guys hear it?
No.
Okay, hold on. Let me do this. Because I gotta set it to for the volume. Hold on. And you're gonna hear everything that this woman is suing for. Share screen.
So what up, y'all? Y'all hitting that like button, y'all sharing. Share it out. Tell your people to come over right quick. Hit the like button. Tell the people to subscribe that haven't subscribed already. Send us some suggestions on topics and things you want her to talk about.
Okay.
Like, share, subscribe.
All right, let's see. Let's see if we could get into it. Can you hear it?
No, ma'am. You didn't share.
Oh.
You didn't put it on the stage.
Oh, I did.
No, it's only one of you.
Oh shoot. I'm sorry, guys. Hold on. Present. And I was saying stop. Oh, I know what I gotta do. From the phone. Duh. I'm so sorry.
Are you still trying to control it from you?
Yeah.
It
Guys.
starts echoing while it's playing. Mute your phone.
Okay. Let's see. But it's not. Okay, here we go. Cardi B claims Ellis was on her personal phone and loudly announced that she had just seen the rapper and appeared to be trying to record video of Cardi. Cardi says she asked Ellis not to say anything to anyone, but rather than to take steps to de-escalate the situation. Plaintiff Ellis aggressively approached Cardi B and engaged her in a profanity-laced screaming match, back and forth game. Now, Cardi B's attorney maintained that there was no physical contact between the two women and that the incident only lasted 60 to 90 seconds. Ellis is seeking in this suit medical expenses, damages for loss of past and future earnings, punitive damages, and a civil penalty of $25,000. Now, Diamond Gang, Cardi does intend to testify. Listen, Diamond Gang. Now, Cardi previously, not too long ago, threw a microphone hitting the fan. And don't forget the incident that happened earlier in 2018 at the strip club when she got her entourage to attack that woman that she accused of dealing with Offset. Listen, I love me some Cardi, but she has a problem with putting her hands on people. Cardi, you should have settled this out of court. I don't know what you were thinking. I believe they're going to make an example out of Cardi. I really do. It's just crazy to me how people think that they can do what they want because they have money. No. Nowadays, they are cracking these celebrities upside their heads when they are committing crimes. Come on. When you know better, you got to do better. But Diamond Gang, I want to know what you guys think. So please drop a comment below. Hey. Did you hear it?
Yeah, we heard it.
Okay, so they said it's about.
Hey, what was that? Let me find out you like hearing your own voice.
Hey, I was dancing to the music in the back. Okay. Now listen, gang. I said I was only going to do an hour, so we spilled the tea. Now we're going what, Jay?
Wait, you finished with that?
Yeah, what do you think as far as Cardi putting her hands on people?
Oh, I mean, she's been doing that. That was part of her little thing that she had made her popular in Love and Hip Hop. Um,
Exactly.
but I feel like it's suing everybody for a spit and a scratch. It's like, and what lost wages from a spit and a scratch? But also, it's just like if I have a Honda, I get insurance for a Honda, and and I total my car, I get what my Honda was worth. If I am now if owning a Range Rover or whatever, I get
Hmm.
insured for a Range Rover. If I total my Range Rover, I get now the value of my Range Rover. So when you become a celebrity, it's like your value is up. So therefore, you can't
Right.
do the same shit you did before.
Exactly. And she
It's
thinks
just
that she can.
because you're more expensive, so therefore whatever you do costs more. Because if I get into a fight with somebody on the block that's on my same level, and we ain't got shit to get from each other. But if I get into a fight with a celebrity, like you know what you got to risk. That's why they
Yeah.
tell you don't mess with people that don't got nothing to lose.
Right.
So I
Hey,
mean, it is what it is. You learn your lesson, but I feel like $25,000, even if it's a fluke, here you go, heifer. Like get out my
that's that.
face.
I said she should have handled it, but they said total it's millions.
No, it can't be no millions. For what? You ain't even gonna make millions in your job, even if you had 8 lives. Stop playing. If you don't go sit down on a damn Pinecone,
Exactly. I
get out of
agree.
here. Like, stop playing. Go infect yourself. Go get on my face.
Yeah, they
Anyway,
said millions. They said I want to say like close to 24. I would have just settled. I would have settled out of court. I seen videos. I didn't even hit those videos. I didn't even want to hear it.
that
I
deserves
don't
a
think.
spit in the face right there.
But in certain states, that's considered assault.
Okay, it's assault everywhere, but $24 million worth from a security guard. You're gonna make $24 million in your lifetime. What kind of
That's
security are you doing?
right. Right. That's why I said I think that they're going to make an example. I don't think it's going to be 24 million. I think she's going to have to pay something.
She gonna pay
And,
that $25,000 along with her lawyer fees. Like, come on, stop
right.
playing.
So why didn't she just settle out of court? Like, why
Be,
do what? She just got to be right about stuff all the time, just like you, Jay.
no, I don't give a fuck about being right. I don't give a fuck about being wrong. It's just the problem that people don't accept that I accept their answer and you can accept mine or not. I don't give a fuck.
Ooh, yes, you
I'm just
do.
saying, I accept the differences in people. I love the differences. I
So do
don't want
I.
everybody to be the same. That shit boring.
It's very boring. Very. You could say that
Nah,
again.
yeah, I really don't care about being right though. That's why I actually don't. You know damn well I actually censor myself online.
Big
I don't
time,
even.
you do. He does, gang. It's
I
it.
don't even.
If
I
we
don't even
wasn't
say.
on his live stream, it would have really been a debate down to the ground. But yeah. But now that we spilled the tea, we are going to end this with something a little more serious. I want to talk about what happened with Snoop. He went to take his grandson to see Pixar, and there was a scene in that movie where there were two women that actually kissed, and they had a kid. They had a son. And
Mm,
Snoop's grandson asked him, "How can two ladies have a baby?" And because he did not answer the grandson, he just told the grandson to watch the movie at that present time, everyone got upset. For me, in that situation, um, I think that it is up to the adult to research and find out what you're going to go see. There was a big thing with that where they had actually pulled that scene from that actual movie, and some employees fought to have that scene put back in the movie. So this was a big deal. Like they fought to get that scene in the movie. So I don't feel like we should put that pressure just totally on society. I think that we need to take responsibility as parents and grandparents. Do your homework, do your research.
You research stuff on the internet. You research stuff online. I mean, on the phones. You research stuff on the TV. You put child locks. You put, um, safety measures on stuff, and download apps and stuff so you can have it kid friendly. But you don't research what you're going to see in the movie theater. I feel like you want to have an issue. And it
That's
is what it
true.
is. It's like, what are we doing in this day and age when we keep talking about monitoring what our kids are doing, watching, seeing, and what we want them exposed to? Just like Christians, if they want to raise a super Christian child or a super Muslim child or a super vegan child, you monitor what you actually expose your children to because you want them to be, what you want them to be. You raise a child in the way you want them to go, and that's how it's supposed to be. So to just do that and then say, "Oh, it's on you. Why are you doing this?" and then you want to cause uproar. I feel like we have to be more responsible, especially as Black famous people or Black public figures, just because we've gone through so much, and we have so much influence within our society and our community that we cause a lot of issues for ourselves when we're not responsible with what we say and what we do. Not that that they have to, but I feel
Right.
like if you're trying to be a cross-platform person, or you're trying to cross over like he is, like you hanging with Martha Stewart, you performing for Trump, and you doing all this other stuff. I think you need to be more mindful of how you present stuff, and then don't you can't get mad at the backlash you receive because it's what you do. But I wanted to read something before I give another
Okay.
opinion. So Marlon Wayans said to Snoop, um, he said, "I'm tired of defending this ninja. I defended him on his Q criminal-ish, the Gayle King situation. I took heat for defending him online when he performed for Trump. But this crosses the line. Sooner or later, you just realize someone has issues. There ain't no Hollywood agenda to turn kids gay. That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard. Disney characters lie, steal, cheat, kill, poison, and everything. And don't nobody say, hold on, did I? Did I lose you? Can you still hear me?"
Yeah, I can still hear you. And I'm matter of fact, I gotta switch over to the laptop because this iPhone is going dead. But go ahead.
All right. Disney characters lie, steal, cheat, kill, poison, and everything, and don't nobody say it's an agenda to turn their kids into a piece of shit. I watched Snow White when I was a kid, and I ain't gave a bitch a poison apple yet. But as soon as the gay character pop up, it's an
What?
agenda. The agenda is to make your kids empathetic, not gay. White people acted the same way. White people act the same way when they introduce Black people. But yeah, so he's saying it right, because if you think about it, you're talking about this and you don't know how to discuss it, you don't know how to answer it. I shouldn't have to be, put in this position with my kids, and just like kids do this and this and that. I want to introduce that stuff when I want to, but yet you tell them they got little girlfriends and boyfriends when they're 5 or 6. We watch Disney movies where Little Mermaid, she had to kiss the prince, like she had to get the prince to kiss her. You had to get Sleeping Beauty had to get kissed to get woken up. Um, we show all this other stuff, and we've been showing this stuff, and it's just like, yo, if you don't want it in there and you don't want to introduce it to your kids too soon, then you should have a problem with it being in there across the board, gay, straight, two mammals, a mammal and a child, anything like that that has that whole notion or that whole idea of what you're talking about. You should have a problem with it across the board. I feel like it's selective rage, and it's polarizing, and they do it on purpose because they know people are going to get on board with it, and make a, I don't know, make a fuss. And it's like, it's real life right now. We are progressing, society evolves, human evolves, and this is real life reflecting real life. Art imitates life. That's in life. All you had to do was say, hey, I'll explain it when we get home. Well, she didn't get her pregnant. This is how
Right.
it happened. I mean, it's like, what? Like, Like we see single mothers actually get pregnant and have babies all the time in movies and in cartoons and stuff. Do we ever have to explain how they got pregnant? Or
Right.
do you ever feel so compelled? Oh my God, they just introduced single motherhood to my child. What?
I agree. And
Like,
but
what are you
I can
saying?
understand Empress too. She says, "Sis, how many people are going to research a children's movie before going to see it?" And
Well, they
see, we
need
are
to.
from the old school where we had to go outside and play. We didn't. There was no sitting in front of a computer or an iPad all day. These iPads, they're raising our kids. It's
Mm-hmm.
just crazy to me. Um, there's only certain parents that will go and put certain features on an iPad so that the child is not roaming the internet freely. We just hand it to them on Christmas Day and say, "Have at it."
Yeah, and is that responsible parenting?
No,
All right. So how is it somebody else's fault that if you know that there's something that you don't want your children introduced to, that you not research that what you're about to take your child into and immerse your child in doesn't contain that very thing that you're trying to not have in their life.
and I agree because here's the deal: they made a big deal. It was everywhere about this movie and not seen in. I, I don't know. I don't know. So, yeah. Pixar and Disney, it was a big fight about that scene. So I just we gotta get it together. We got to. They seeing too much. They're imitating everything that they see, and it's just this world is just it's messed up. It's messed up. So, but I want to. We are 57 minutes in. Listen, gang, I'm so excited, and I promise the next time I'm going to go live a little longer. I want to thank you, JB, because I'm not going to lie, gang. I was nervous. There's people over here that I don't know. So, you know what I mean? And this is just a whole different vibe over here. So, I think for my first live stream, yeah, we had a little bit of, difficulties, but we're going to work through them, and the next one's just going to be even better. You got anything to say, Jay, before we close out?
I was waiting because I was muted. I thought you was like trying to do a like an outro or something.
No, that goes when we leave out, it'll come on automatically.
Oh no. I mean, I just feel like it was good. I actually, it's cool. I enjoy this. Like, I'm not super up on celebrity stuff, but like, I researched the stuff you told me about, and it's fun to have these conversations because my whole thing is your thing is, you like to cover the celebrity stuff, and I actually like to cover the issue behind the celebrity stuff.
Right. Yep.
So that's why I go deeper into it because it's not just surface level with me. It's like, what's the implication of this happening and people saying this type of stuff, like with this Snoop Dogg thing and the whole Lil Nas X, and I'm like, yo, yeah, leave the industry, bro, because these things are affecting us, and we're saying it's okay when we don't say anything about it, or we be like, oh yeah, nah, or it's okay he said that, nah.
But in the one video, I said, what happened to, these people that they're surrounding themselves with, may it be bodyguards, whatever. They are the biggest enablers. When I was growing up, you heard stories, but they remained just that. There was
Mm.
cover-ups to the cover-ups. You understand?
Well,
Now
you
they
see
just
now
living
with
crazy
Diddy, 30
stories.
years later, that's coming out.
Yeah, but it's like, everybody's going. So is it really true? You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? This is
yeah,
different. This is something different. They're just being reckless and careless.
yeah.
Like everybody that we discussed today needs some type of help.
Yeah, it's social media though. I mean, it's social media. Social media gives us more exposure. Well, the internet, first of all, and social media, it gives us more exposure, and people who are in the public eye have to maintain a parasocial relationship with people now. Like, so now they have to share all the time, so they always like out there, and people are always on the lookout. So that's the thing too. So it's like I feel the need that I have to share, and then when I'm not sharing, people gonna look for it anyway. And I think that's a part of the issue. When we see too much of people, you know how they say, you shouldn't realize fantasies because fantasies are just meant to remain fantasies.
Hmm.
Um, so it's like it's like we keep on breaking the whole fantasy.
Period. Well, on that note, Diamond Gang, I thank you guys so much.
Love you
Jay, I
guys.
thank you so much. I had a ball.
Absolutely.
I love when we go there and then bring it back in. Ah! But I'm
Me
going to
too.
try to do this at least um every Saturday, gang. So whatever we talk about this week coming up, we'll do a review Saturdays around the
I'll be
same
your new
time.
co-host.
But if you guys want me to cover something or if you hear anything, my community post will be open. You could put whatever you want on my community post. Remember, gang, it's a safe space, regardless of how you feel. I respect everybody's opinions. And on that note, gang, we are out.
Peace.
Bye.